So here we have it, the damage to the Jetta.
Previously on Battlestar Galactica.
Oh no, everything's fine.
But the animal is inside out.
I heard that.
So hey all, welcome back to the channel. We're having to take an unexpected side rabbit trail because, well, somebody decided to run into the back of my son's Jetta. And we have to deal with that because he needs to be able to drive it to get legally to school. He is his own ride. And with a busted taillight, he can't drive legally. So we're going to sort that out today. Hopefully it'll be a quick and dirty swap out, but let's see what sort of damage there is and then we'll deal with it. Okay? Let's go. So as I mentioned, my son is driving now and he has the silver Jetta, and he was on his way to school yesterday when apparently someone failed to see him stopped legally at a yield sign. He was waiting his turn to go into traffic and someone gently bumped into him. And I'm going to say gently because they hit him with a Dodge Ram 1500 pickup truck, and it could easily have crushed that little Jetta, but all it did was some damage to the back end. So we're going to see the damage, see what we need to do to make the car legally roadworthy. It is driving, it's drivable, so we're going to go check it out. And then I suspect we're going to have to visit the junkyard today to be able to get it back on the road with whatever parts it needs to be able to putt around while we deal with insurance and all that. But fortunately, there were no injuries involved. And, you know, the person had insurance, so all that should get taken care of. It should be fine. So, very thankful for that. And, yeah, my son is okay. The car is a little mangled. So let's go fix it, and then we can get back to our other projects. So here we have it, the damage to the Jetta. It looks like, in addition to destroying the taillight, definitely dented in the fender here. It looks like that's not enough damage. I should be able to put the new tail light on in its place and that should be all right. But you can see the bumper got all pushed in and it's not lined up over here at this side anymore. So that's, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. So definitely an insurance kind of issue. Apparently what happened is my son was waiting at a yield to turn right, and someone turned out of a parking lot behind him and just drove right into him. So fortunately it was not a high-speed altercation. It was just a low-speed crunch, and there you go, got some carnage. Hey everyone, we're coming to you once again from the junkyard because someone saw fit to drive into the back of my son and rear-ended his Jetta. So we're going to need to get a new tail light to get him legally driving, and then we'll have to deal with the bodywork and all that stuff later. But fortunately for me, there are always Jettas at the junkyard. And certainly come right around here and boom, the tail light we need. So we'll be able to pop that out in just a sec and deal with that. So yay, easy mission successful. Just gotta pull this stuff out of the way and pop it out. So down in there, 8mm, I think there is 3 or 4 of them that it takes to remove this taillight. Not a big deal, so we'll get that. And hopefully the bodywork isn't so smashed that I can't pop it in temporarily into the new one until it gets fixed. I suspect that a lot of the bodywork will have to get replaced. Free, and that is what we need. But, apparently there's bulbs rattling around inside it. That's interesting. We'll have to Oh, broken bulbs. Hey, let's not shake that into my toolkit. Alright, great. So, mission successful. Got what we need. Actually, while we're here, we're going to look around and see if we can find a black leather seat, because apparently the seat in his car is also ripped, so easier to just replace it than to have that thing reupholstered, at least cheaper. But I just found these are wonderful Ghetto Fabulous taillights. I bet my son would absolutely adore those. Maybe I should snag them. There we go. It's a taillight that's not chipped. Can we get the trunk open? That's a good question. Here's another Jetta over here with the right tail light. Can we get the tail open? That is the question. This is gonna, let's see. Yeah, tail light's in decent shape. The challenge with most of these Jettas is they need power in order to open the rear hatch. I need the rear hatch open to get to that. I can crawl through. I could crawl through here and get it from inside there, but I don't know if I really want to, so I might just be lazy and keep the chipped tail light. But I'm going to wander and see if I can find another Jetta that's trunk is open, and maybe we'll luck out. So let's keep looking. All right, well, tail light's in good shape and the trunk is closed, so that's another I could crawl through, but the trunk is open. Maybe we're in luck. Oh, it's candy stripes, so I'd have to buy both lights in order for them to match. Some people really dig those. I'm not a giant fan, but it's an option. Let's take a look at the interior, see what we got here. Gray leather interior. I'm not seeing what I need so far. Well, I couldn't find another Jetta whose trunk was open with an unchipped taillight, so it looks like I'm diving in, because I don't want to deal with this one leaking. So I'm gonna leave that here for someone else to find, and I'm gonna go in and snag the one that's back in that corner. Ugh. Way back in there, that's where I gotta get these things out. Fun times. Go. Unchipped, great success. Well, thank goodness for junkyards in the San Diego area. I was able to find the taillight that we need for my son's car, but of course there's body damage and there's structural damage, so we're gonna have to see what the insurance company says. Hopefully it's not gonna be a total loss. We'd love to keep this Jetta in our family for a long time, so we'll see how that goes. I'll update you as we go through the process. In the meantime, we have the taillight. We can get him safely, legally driving with it without a broken taillight, and that's a good thing. Alright, so anyway, that mischief is managed. We were able to get the taillight in place, and it seems to be functioning just fine. It kind of fits. There's a little bit of a crunch to the top part of that body panel right above the taillight, so it was a little tight squeeze getting it in there, but it fits. The lights are working, and that'll get us by for the time being. So my son is back on the road and able to drive to school and do what he needs to do, and we can move on to other projects. So tune in next week as we are back on the Corrado project in a race against time to get it ready for SoCal Euro and be able to drive it there with new motor mounts, the Recaro seats back in place, a new aluminum thermostat housing and crack pipe, the water pipe thing there, and oh yeah, the supercharger. Let's try to get that in there. So tune in, like, subscribe, share. Hope this is at least amusing to you, if not entertaining. So yeah, thanks. Bye. See you soon.